there's nothing safer than you making your own work. It's much more difficult to stay there. People don't understand that they are like full of opportunities. I have to choose them. They don't have to choose me. When you mix 1 billion people in one place, it's an atomic bomb.
So, welcome to Face Conversations That Matter, Tiago. And it's an honor to be here. Thanks for hosting us in Porto, Portugal.
You are welcome.
And so today, I would like the conversation to flow. And I would touch on different parts of your life based on the conversations we've already had. So why don't you start with a little bit of introduction about yourself, just the way we spoke about. And I would like to know where you grew up, what you did in your early years, and how today you are the CEO and founder of one of the most innovative, social media chat groups or, social media channels out there.
So, first of all, thank you for the invitation, and it's a pleasure to have you guys here on my studio. Normally it's the opposite, right? But I do my own podcast, so it was easier for you guys to come to mine since you are not in India.
Right, and I think you made an exception by coming on a podcast.
Yeah, I'm not used to go to podcasts because normally I do the podcast, so I have my own. And I will start doing more podcasts when I do the official launch of the app. But it was intriguing for from other company inviting me to a podcast, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. And I like the content of the magazine, so I was okay with it, and I'm glad that you guys came. So regarding my journey, it has been like a crazy journey. I can guarantee that. Kind of crazy. You are laughing because you saw some videos.
Yeah, I've seen little bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So normally, I don't know how it is in India, but in Europe, like we grow up with your parents saying that you have to go to school, and after going to school, you have to go to college, and after going to college, you have to have a secure work.
Right, but the same everywhere, I think.
Right, but in my opinion, there's nothing safer than you making your own work, because there's nothing secure about you working for other people. Because if a company fails and you cannot do nothing about it, that's not secure. So since I was a kid, I was like, no, I don't want to work to other people. It doesn't mean that it's wrong, because we need people that like to work to others, and that's okay. And it's okay. It's like, but I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who wants to do things that maybe other guys or girls think that it's impossible or it's crazy, and I just do it. And that's the way I think. So since the beginning, I was like, playing electric violin in a band, and then I wanted to play in clubs. And since I was a kid, and I have friends that told me, like, you are crazy, bro. Like,
who does that?
Like electric violin, like violin is classic music. It doesn't fit with house music. I was like, okay, but I want to try. I think it's going to be really successful. And after that, like in 3 years, I was.
What year was this, reference?
I was like maybe 18 or 19.
No, what year, as in, like, it was 19...
That's that I was doing the math. So I'm 37.
Okay.
So maybe it was like 2027, today's 26, right? So I remember that it was like around 2008, 2009, maybe around that.
Okay.
So around that time. And I started playing in clubs against the odds, against my parents. They didn't want me to do it because my mother was a music professor, and my grandfather was a classic violin on the orchestra of Porto.
So you come from music.
Yeah, one part of my family comes. It's from music. You can say that. But yeah, my mother being a music professor, and she saw like the ups and downs of the professional musician. Because sometimes you have a lot of work and sometimes you don't have it.
Right.
She just told me like, don't do it. It's not a good life. And I was like, yeah, but I want to do it. I wanna.
It's said that musicians have a short career. I don't know. Not every musician have a short career, but like you.
Yeah, because like normally people say that to be there on like
in the 0.01% of the musicians.
Yeah, but to go there is difficult, but it's much more difficult to stay there, right? I think that's in all the careers. Certainly. But in music, it's even worse because there are always new people coming, right?
Right. And the trends change. Music, the taste of people change.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just started like playing electric violin in clubs in Portugal, and then out of nowhere I was invited to play like in Paris, and then after Paris in Las Vegas, in Missouri, like, and I was like traveling the world,
and
playing
you were traveling solo to these places.
Yeah. I had a road manager. Some of the gigs I was alone. The majority of them I was alone. I was like always all lonely, like my bag, my violin, going around the world. So I grew up fast,
Yeah, that is a very interesting way to experience life as well, because very recently even I started traveling solo. And once you have so much time with yourself and you get to reflect on life, it changes the person you are as well. So I'm sure those travels that you did by yourself to different parts of the world must have shaped you as a person as well.
Yeah, I could be romantic and say that it was like that, but it was a mix between of what you told and being with an hangover, because when you are playing in clubs, you drink, right? So and when you are 20 years old, you don't have like hangovers like we have right now with 37. So, but yeah, I travel alone a lot. And I was the guy that when I played, I always drink it before I play. So I have a good time when I was doing it, but I know that after several years of playing and drinking and that kind of life, that it was not good for my body as well. And my body like just told me and warned me like, stop that, because it can be
detrimental to your health.
Yeah, no, I had a burnout. So I had a burnout because like when you travel a lot, when you drink a lot, because it was a part of like the
whole gig was.
Yeah, you are playing in clubs, so you drink a vodka Red Bull, you drink, and then you are playing, and then even if you don't want to drink, like the owners of the club, let's drink a shot, and then the other DJs, let's drink a shot, and after, out of nowhere, you are drunk playing in front of like thousands of people, and it was really cool, but it has the other bad effects and side effects, and I had a burnout because of that. That's something that I regret, because that's not good for your mental health, and I have issues with that, and I don't have any problems of talking about it, because we should be more aware of our mental health, and that's something that I really support. But regarding your question, so I started as like playing violin. After that, I wanted to do a TV series. My friends again told me they were fucking crazy. I don't know if I can say bad words here.
Go for it.
Yeah. And then after like 7 years trying, I sold the idea to a big channel in Portugal. So we did Foreplay TV series, and it was an original idea. And then I was the.
So you wrote the whole. I
wrote the series. I invited the director that is my friend to write it with me and two other guys. So we were four writing it, and I was one of the main characters.
All right.
Because I saw the documentary not the documentary, the movie that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon did. God will want hunting, and that's the story.
So that's what inspired you to do it
because
yourself.
they were trying to do Hollywood, but they couldn't have castings, etc. So they wrote their own script for their movie that later won the Oscar for
it's
script.
a legendary movie.
Yeah, and I was like, if they can do it, I will do it. And
Right.
at that time, I started running. When I was like playing all around the world, I started running the TV
whilst
show.
you were
Yeah.
Okay,
It was on
okay.
the same time.
So that is when you decided that you could pivot to another career as well.
Not pivoting, I wanted to do something. I wanted to do simultaneous music and acting.
Okay.
But like music was like, I was kind of a rock star on the club scenes. But like on acting, I was not getting nothing. So I wanted to make my opportunity.
Right. No, that's a very interesting point, because where I come from, Mumbai, that's the capital for Bollywood or Hindi film industry. And we also like have an industry which has a lot of people who struggle getting into the industry. There are almost 700 people coming to Bombay every day just to become an actor. And the Bombay population right now is around 20 million people, right? So it's
more than Portugal.
Right. So more than Portugal. It's one of the most dense cities in the world.
Yeah.
Right. And that makes the competition even more fierce, because there are so many people trying to get the same role as you, and they are able to do that because they have the connections, or as we call it, nepotism is big in over there. So it gets difficult for newcomers to get in. So one of the ways that you can break into the industry is like what you did. You do something yourself, you have conviction in that, you write your own story, you put in
but it took 7 years. And the problem is that the majority of people don't have the patience to wait 7 years. No one has that patience.
Right.
That's why they don't do it.
That's determination.
Yeah. But there's something that I need to say that it's interesting, that like we were talking about, like to have the context to do something, etc. And then I understood from the other side, because out of nowhere, like a big channel were interested. So we sold it, like we were going to do it. So we had to cast. And then I saw the other side. And the other side of being on the table, choosing the actors, is when you are writing it, you start imagining
the
people
itself
that you know. You start imagining the characters.
Because you take the inspiration of the character, like a little bit of inspiration of the character.
You have the character, and that character has characteristics, right? And when you are writing about this character, you start like organizing in your mind like what could fit on this character, and you will check on your mind what are the actors that you know that are very good actors that could be perfect for the role. So the network, it's not always just to do favors. It's because it's part of the industry.
Right. You have to add value, right?
Because, for example, we had like 3 characters, and I was included because my director told me, okay, we have this character because you wrote everything. You are like the guy who made it happen, but I have to make sure that you are able to do that.
Right.
So even if it's my own show.
Right.
It has I did a casting as well. Yeah. I did a casting as well, because and even the guys that we knew would be perfect for the roles, we had to do the casting because the director has to feel comfortable to do it in a way that he says no. If it's not just because he owns the show, but if fits and he owns the show. So you wouldn't be comfortable saying, okay, I wrote it, that's my idea. So if I'm a shitty actor,
you don't get it.
That's his job on that their name his name is there.
So there's credibility on the line.
Yeah. So the connections can be a favor, of course, but also being on the other side, I understood that when you are writing, you start imagining songs, you start imagining people on the characters and so on. So and after that, it was big in Portugal, but it was mouth to mouth, and I saw that on that time, like YouTubers were the guys that have all the audience, right?
Now, if you can give some year, like which year again for reference?
So we launched the Foreplay, our TV series, in 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and you started working on it in 2010.
In 10, yeah. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a long time. That.
Yeah. We are 26, so it's kind of crazy to think that 9 years since I did it, and now I'm preparing to do the second season.
Oh, really?
It's like I want to do the second season. I was not like we have fans all over the country
asking for the second season.
asking for the second season since day one. And
why
now,
now?
That things evolved, because on that days, like the TV show was about like the life of 25, 26-year guys and girls. So of course it has sex, it has like drugs, it has like love stories, it has like all of that in a pure way and funny way.
Like authentic.
It's authentic, and we call it a dramedy because it has drama and it has comedy. So it's a mix, okay?
Okay.
And on that time, 9 years ago, even being in Europe, like it was very conservative to get what we did. Was crazy. Like I still got back and like, how the fuck can we did that? Because like 9 years ago. But now, like with Netflix entering Portugal, etc., maybe there's a way we can do the second season, and I'm sure it's going to be successful because we have the fan base. They are waiting for like 9 years, and it would be nice to do after 10 years, you know?
Okay.
That's something that I have on my mind. It's like not something that I don't sleep because of it, but I know that I won't die before I do the second season.
Right. So okay, fair enough. So would you be writing this again? Would you be doing the whole process again, or would you want a team to do that or something?
No. So we have our team. We are 4. So of course I will be there on the process, but I'm sure like that the structure I have to be there for sure, like because it's in parts, it's in phases, right? And then regarding the talks, when the character talks, maybe it will be the other part of the team, and I will
like
have to
dialogues
be
and stuff like
the dialogues, yes, and then I will rewrite what I think needs to be rewrite and more like
efficient
that.
now that
I want to be the part to be on the structure,
involved,
on the structure and the creative part.
The operation can be handled by
but there are some parts that I will have to delegate because with my startup right now I don't have like the time that I had 9 years ago, right?
Right. So after the movie, you decided to do YouTube.
Yeah, because as I told you, like it was mouth to mouth. We don't have like promo on the channel.
Okay.
So
the channel didn't promote it well.
Yeah, it was crazy because it's like
it got popular by itself.
Mouth to mouth, you know. And that time someone told me, yeah, you know, that the YouTubers, those guys, they have a lot of audience. I was like, oh really? I'm gonna send some emails. No one replied.
So you wanted to speak to them to promote your
at that time 9 years ago, like reactions, the reacts were like a big thing on YouTube. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
they still are, right? But and I was like, oh, people told me if they react, it can turn even bigger. And I was like, okay,
viral.
I sent the emails, but no one replied. So I told to myself, okay, if they don't reply, I'll be one.
So you started writing something. You got no's after no. But then you finally found someone who would produce it and you sold it, right? And then you got no from YouTube channels, and then you decided to do YouTube by yourself.
And it continues that pattern with the startup.
Oh, amazing. We'll get to that. So tell me about the YouTube channel.
Yeah, the YouTube channel was like, I have a lot of ideas. My phone, like it's I can be days scrolling about ideas. Every time I have an idea, I put it on my notebook on the
and these are diverse
iPhone.
Ideas, are they?
Diverse ideas, but like when I was younger, I don't know why. Like we had a show in Portugal that was really famous, a comedy one, and they had sketches. So since I was a kid, that I was like writing things because of those guys, you know, and I had ideas because I was doing YouTube. But it was like one video from two. Like I would do a video, and after 3 years I would do another one. It was not consistent enough, you know.
So you had a channel, but you
have a channel, a dead channel, okay, basically, like with 2 or 3 videos, okay. And then I saw like, okay, maybe I will do YouTube. And at that time I was good because I started doing businesses as well. So like with the money that I did on the violin playing around the world, I bought an apartment in the downtown of Porto.
Okay.
I was one of the first guys doing Airbnb in Porto. After one, I got another. And I was like having being very successful on the real estate part.
Okay,
I was like
interesting.
with 9 apartments, and then COVID struck.
Just to have a little bit of angle before the COVID, did you buy and rent it out on Airbnb, or did you lease and then sublease it on Airbnb?
I bought them.
Okay.
I reconstruct them, and then I did
Make it more fancy, more Instagrammable.
more beautiful.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, that I was the guy that was being there,
managing
checking in the people and check out people, managing the cleaning ladies, like everything. And when I started like having 2, 3, 4, okay, now
you need a team.
I have like enough money to not be me doing that, delegate, and then starting having a small team. And then I was growing the business of having my own apartments, and then the COVID just came, and I was like, it was March. Normally in Portugal, from March to October, it's when you get all the money.
Yeah, peak season.
So, and I was like finishing construction a new apartment, and I was like, oh man, this ice season will be so awesome. I will make so much money on this. And then COVID. I was like, fuck.
You know what? I'll give you a little bit of story of my side as well. 2020, even I decided that I want to do a B&B. But I did not buy the apartment. This is in Bandra, like a very good locality.
You rented?
I rented it, and I put some money in to beautify it, did some interior design in it. And so let's say it was 14th of March that I signed the deal.
Oh, man.
And 20th of March was when the COVID lockdown was introduced. So I just had to, put my hand up, tell the owner of the flat that I'm not going to continue this anymore. You can keep the deposit that I've given
you. Have.
Yeah. And but
could be worse, man.
Yeah, could have been worse. Could have been 9 properties, and
bought.
Bought. So yeah, that gets me to that story. But was that a blessing in disguise?
I don't know if it's a blessing. I don't think it's a blessing. But at the same time, it makes you like look around, because normally people don't understand that they are like full of opportunities around them.
Right.
Even when they think they don't, they always have.
Right.
The problem is that if you don't look properly, you won't see them.
Right.
If you are comfortable, you won't see them.
Right.
If you are not with a mindset like if you are with your eyes closed, you don't see it.
Right.
So you have to keep your eyes open.
You don't find things you're not looking for.
Yeah. So you have to be on that. In your mind, you have to be thinking like, where can I have an opportunity?
The hunger mindset.
Yeah, because if you are just like chilling and like the chilling mindset, you won't see any opportunity. And the guy was like always, like looking around. You don't have to be crazy and be looking around literally. You know what I mean, right?
Right. You have to be in that mindset, that state of mind.
Yeah.
That you're open.
And things come, And then I was thinking about doing YouTube with consistency, and when the COVID strike, I was like, now I cannot do nothing.
Right.
You saw that video that I crushed the wedding, right?
Right. Yeah, tell the audience about that. Tell the audience about that.
Okay, so basically that video was one of my the second video that I did. It was a viral one. I crushed the wedding.
Okay.
With a fake girlfriend and a fake videographer, because in a wedding, you always have a lot of videographers and photographers, right? So it's impossible that people know that videographer is not from the wedding,
right?
Because there are like 6 guys with a camera, right?
Right.
And then, like in a wedding, you don't know everyone, right? Even the people that he's marrying, they don't know all the family.
Because they could think that, okay, if I'm the groom, they could think, okay, this might be from the bride's side. Which,
that's it. So it's perfect.
Right.
So, and I was like looking for places of weddings, and so that day there's a wedding, and I was like, fuck it, I will go. So I got that friend that was my girlfriend from that. She wasn't. And then the videographer. So we came to the wedding, and I was like eating for free, drinking for free, making fun of people, talking to everyone, talking with the mother of the bride, talking with the grandmother of the bride. Like,
so you were the life of the party without being
man,
invited to the party.
I was the life of the party. It was crazy. It was really funny.
Right. And I think in the video I saw that you were giving tips to people, like your audience. That's such a...
The video was like how to crush a wedding.
Yeah, that was
and
such
it had the rules, you know, like the first, I don't remember the rules.
Very interesting concept.
Yeah, the rules, like you have to talk with people. One of the rules, I think, is like I told just the mother of the bride, like you are not, no, the grandmother. I was like, oh, you are not seeing who I am, right? And oh no, you are so many. And he goes, yeah, I know that, you know, and it was really fun. And I got lucky because at that time I was not so famous in my country as I am today. So I did the show, but it was on the beginning of the show, so on the first month. So there were a lot of people that saw the show, but it took like maybe 1 year, 2 years
for you to be recognized. Yeah,
because it was mouth to mouth. So, but a lot of people will recognize me on the street. So I always have my mustache. If you take this from me, you are taking my soul.
Yeah,
you know,
really.
That's my mustache. You don't touch it. And then I had to take it out. I put some glasses. My hair was different. I was not so recognizable, you know, and I was pretty lucky because in the end I had to talk to the bride and the groom, right? And I had to tell you guys, like, I'm filming. Do you guys like allow me to do it? You know, and I was prepared to, if they say no, I have to go to other. And other until I get someone to tell me that they allow.
So you recorded it, but at the end you asked them if that's okay.
You have to do it, you know, because they can put you like on you know, on court or something. And it's not a cool thing to do. You have to
you have to be respectful as well.
Yeah, of course. You are making fun and doing entertainment content,
but it shouldn't affect anyone. It shouldn't be harmful to anyone.
It cannot affect the most important day of a couple, right?
Right.
So I had to ask on the end, and when they saw me, when I took the glasses, they were so fucking happy because they were a fan of of foreplay.
Oh, really?
So it was like,
oh, great,
really great, because I was like,
you must have made their day more special as well.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, this was really funny, but you know, like the anxiety to do it again and again, like, because it's, you know, it's not like a comfortable situation.
Right.
For me it is, but because
I find that so interesting. Like, if we talk about that video wherein you were weighing on a scale in a supermarket, if you can just
on the pharmacy
of the pharmacy, can you just tell the audience about that story as well? Because I want to get to a point after that story.
Okay. Yeah. So I started doing these pranks because I saw that like 5 years ago, there was no one doing pranks with my sense of humor, with more like, you have to have some balls to do it.
Yes.
Right? I think that's the right word.
That's where I was coming to, but yeah.
So, and I had a lot of ideas, and normally people have ideas, but
they don't
execute them. It's different, right? So I'm the guy that has ideas, and I really like to execute them. And one of the ideas was like, I remember that I went to I have a consultation about food with the
nutritionist.
The nutritionist, exactly, and she told me like, yeah, Tiago, don't forget, like, you have to send me your weight, but do it in fasting and naked. And I was with that in my mind.
Okay,
I was like, fasting and naked, yeah.
So you have to take your weight when you're naked, so that
because that's it, right? To be proper, it's like you wake up, you go to the bathroom, and then you do it, right?
Right.
And I was like, man. And then after, like, I was with that on my mind, naked, and it's okay, but I didn't think about anything. And then I was like, I was with headache or something. I went to the pharmacy to get some pills, and I looked at the pharmacy, and there was the weight, like the machine
to weigh your.
And I was like, bro, what if I can plant a GoPro here? I could plant a GoPro there. I put the GoPro there, I can check that it's going to have the
frame
perfect
is there,
angle. Yeah, I could be on the frame, and I could get in, put there, and then I will go to the weight machine, and I can just take my clothes off, and literally do the weighting, fasting, and naked
in the public pharmacy.
in the public pharmacy. Yeah, and I did it.
Yeah, I saw the video and I was, I don't know how to react to that. Exactly.
That's what people, they were like passing by, like, what is happening, you know? So I did it, was crazy.
So it wasn't like you thought that today I'm going to do this. You just went to the pharmacy because you wanted to go to the pharmacy to get some medicines. And then you saw the weighing scale there.
Yeah.
And
like,
you did it.
As you told you, it's being be aware of the opportunities, because I could be on the pharmacy thinking about other thing, but then when I looked at that, my mind just told me, like, what if you go there, be naked in front of everyone, and just like when the security guard come, because the security guard will come to talk to you, say like, man, what are you doing? Like, you cannot be naked inside of the pharmacy. And my answer would be, oh, but the nutritionist told me to do the weighting on fasting and naked. Like, I'm not doing nothing
You're
wrong.
theoretically correct.
That's what she told me.
Yeah.
And that's the humor. It's not just to be like. Nowadays, a lot of people do a lot of toxic and bad things on social media just to have views. I don't think that's the case. I think that's more intelligent, because it's like the whole point of that video. It's not being naked in front of the camera. It's just the silly and stupid answer on the end. If I was going to the pharmacy and naked, like and being weighed naked, it wouldn't be funny for me. It was just this guy just want views. But the point was
the joke.
Nutritionist told me to be naked and fasting, and that's it. The win that's on that sentence,
Right. Why I asked you to bring this concept for this video that you did up was, I want to talk about comfort zone. What you did might be so out of your comfort zone. I don't know if it was
Not
out
really.
of your comfort zone, but it would be out of 99%
more than 99
more than 99% of people's comfort zone. And I believe that outside comfort zone is where there is growth. I'm not talking about being naked in public, but you know what
if you say that, like, the people who are seeing that out of nowhere everyone is like naked in India.
We create a moment
doing the ding 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 and Bollywood, everyone naked, man.
But what do you have to say of that? What do you think of the importance of being outside of your comfort zone to be excellent in anything you do?
I don't think nothing. It is what it is. You cannot get anything without getting out. And it seems like cliche talking about it, because everyone tells like,
but you're
get
doing
out
it,
of your comfort zone.
But you're
but
doing
it's
it.
True.
Yeah,
it's true.
You did it.
It's like I could tell that it was out of my comfort zone, but I did it so like with with a lot of joy.
So it wasn't out of your comfort zone?
No, not really, because I don't fucking care what people think.
You don't have a comfort zone?
No, we all have a comfort zone, but I don't think being naked I could be naked here with you. I would be like talking naturally, normally, because I don't care, and it's like...
So you don't care about what people say, what the impression you'll get by watching.
If I say that I don't care what people think about me, it would be a lie. Every human being,
right?
That's
a human nature.
That's human nature. But I care a little bit less than the others. I think that's it. And it's like I always looked at life in a way that, man, tomorrow we can be hit by a truck. We never know.
Life is short.
It's short. So, like, if my mind is giving me some crazy ideas to do it, like, I don't want to be the guy like that. I'm like almost dying in the bed. Oh, I could have done that.
You don't want to be with regrets.
No, I will like just die like that was fun, man.
That was a good life.
That was like all that experience in when I was naked on the pharmacy, when everyone told me that doing a startup is impossible, doing a communication app with all the things that I already have, and then I prove them wrong. Like even if I fail, on something, at least I prefer to die knowing that I still tried it.
Right.
Or instead of like I could have made that. I think that's the way I always look at it.
No, very interesting.
No regrets.
Regrets.
Always no regrets.
Right.
And of course, the pharmacy, I did some crazy videos. For example, right now I wouldn't do it because I'm the CEO and founder of Topics, and of course I have a board. I have
right. You'll have investors.
I have investors.
They might not be happy with that.
They have investors, but the cool thing is that like the investors that I have, and I will have more investors because we are in a seed round. I'm going to San Francisco and Silicon Valley, etc. in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And it's like if they want like a regular founder like that is like that and it doesn't get out of that, it's okay. It's not my investor, there are plenty of people with money and plenty of people that wants to invest in tech.
That's very important because the people you raise money from is also very important. They have to be aligned with your vision, with the way you want the company to grow as well. Yeah.
But I think that way, like, I can tell you something, but it might be strange for you, but like, look at this. I don't know your sexuality, but I'm hetero. Okay. So I like girls. I have a wife and I have twins. But for example, when I didn't have a wife, when I was single, when I was a kid, like 16 years old, I remember something that changed the everything. A click. I was in a golf tournament in Spain. I was in a bar, and I was looking to a girl, and she was looking at me, and there was like 30 minutes on that.
Just eye contact.
Like eye contact, and my friends told me, "Bro, she's looking at you. She's looking at you." Like, and it's like, I know, man. Like, what should I say? What should I? I don't know, man. But you should go and like. I just ordered like a drink. I don't remember. When I like got back and looked at her, another guy was kissing her.
Oh, you missed the opportunity, man.
And then was when I thought, bro, I could be that guy. I could be that guy. And then I start realizing that like there are so many girls in the world. Like we don't have to be afraid of having a no.
Yeah.
If you still go there and she says no, yeah, it's good. Like
not the end of the world.
It's no. There are so many girls in the world. Like so, I start acting like that. I don't care. I just go. What I'm going to so I don't know. It's like you just have to go. You are a guy. You are a guy with sense of humor. So and like just use of your sense of humor.
Right.
Just do it.
And that's not just with girls.
It's with everything. It's
that's
with everything.
Everything. Because a big part.
I'm not a guru girl,
No.
a guru.
No, but
I'm just telling you that this example is perfect. It's because we are saying it's for everything in life.
If you want investors in life, if you want to speak to the opposite sex, or if you want anything,
you treat them in a different way, they have you in your hand.
Right.
So
and then
I treat everyone the same. It doesn't matter if it's the Prime Minister of Portugal or cleaning lady. I will talk the same to both.
Right.
And that's how I see how I do things, and it should be like that. Not should, but that's how I want and how I like to do it, because I want that my relationship with investors to be the opposite that normally are. Like I have to choose them; they don't have to choose me, because there are plenty of investors. Okay, I know there are plenty of startups
companies
as well.
Yeah.
But I want to choose my investors.
But yours is unique to yourself.
Yeah, and it's like, if they don't want it, it's okay. I have to choose them, not the opposite.
So
it has to be like a marriage,
right? And it's not a desperation mindset.
Yeah,
it's not. It's a mindset of being aware of the value that you have created. You're confident in that, and then you're delivering that confidence to the investors as well. So I'm sure
it's like the girls. Like if you don't care.
Right.
And the guys will talk there like differently. And if a guy just go there and talks normally and make fun of their
right,
and they're like, who's this guy? You know, like so confident.
And it doesn't even have to be the looks. It doesn't even have to be.
It's just the attitude.
Yeah.
And it's the same like with investors. I'm not going to a meeting with investors like, no man, I don't care. Like I'm just going like I'm gonna be myself. If they don't like it, it's
fair enough.
It's fair enough. But it's at the same time I think it's not a no. It's like it shouldn't be this guy. You know,
it's not a fit.
It's not a fit. Yeah, that's it. That's perfect. So that mentality, I think that's very important, you know, like
certainly
switch things.
Right.
Don't look at a girl or a business or an investor or whatever, like the last, as we say in Portuguese, the last cookie on the pack, you know, like treat them, everyone the same. And
the results,
even if you are not a confident guy or girl, it will look like that.
Yeah, but that fear of rejection, to get over that is easier said than done. Maybe for you, because you're a charismatic person, right?
I was rejected all my life. I told I'm going to play in FC Porto. I was rejected when I was 11 years old to be a goalkeeper. The next year I trained a lot. I got into the team. And then I told I want to play electric violin in clubs. Everyone told me, you are crazy. My own family, you are crazy. So people were rejecting. Do you know what? Do you want to know a real cool story? I was 17 when I had the idea to play in clubs. And I was a member of the students association of my school at that time. So we hired a DJ that was as success on my city for the last party of the high school, right? And I saw that DJ were having a lot of success with girls. I was like, bro,
I'd want to be that.
I want to be on that position. I play violin. Maybe I could play in clubs. It would be something really different. I imagine that it can be like really cool, you know, because this was like...
So that desire made you do that.
This was like 20 years ago, you know. And then I talked to the DJ and I was, bro, I have this idea playing electric violin in clubs. And I was like, okay, just go to that place. It's called Dance Planet. You can put a CD, not because we didn't have like MP3 or whatever. You just put a CD and you can record there your violin with the music. So I did that. I sent on that time on the Messenger. Okay, we didn't have WhatsApp or whatever or topics. So I sent him and his response was like, oh, sorry, bro, but it's a little bit shitty. I was 17. And then, because he told me that it was shitty. And then at 18, I got in the architecture university. I went to the...
You're an architect?
No, I didn't finish.
Okay.
I'm grateful for that.
Okay.
So, but I had like 1 year or 2 years remaining. I did 4 years.
Okay.
So, when I was in architecture, we had like a studio that we rented in the same street of the university, and we mixed like people from because it was an art university, so we have people from design, people from painting, and people from photography, people from architecture. Yeah. So we have a studio for 8 people, 8 tables, and we just go there at night and work on our arts, you know, for the university. And there's one day that one of the designers that we had on that studio, he was doing the artwork for a party in a club.
Okay.
And then someone went in on our studio because he was doing the flyer of the party.
Okay.
And then what we did on that studio is that like one night I would put a playlist on iTunes at that time. Each night it would be my computer. I will put a track list, and then you put it on the next day. On that day was my track list, and it was just playing. We were working, playing, and then out of nowhere, I was just working on project, and the guy that went in,
the guy who rejected.
No. The guy that went in was the guy that was organizing the party. That the designer was doing the flyer and the design of the flyer.
Okay.
And I was like, bro, is this violin with house music? And the designer told, yeah, man, that's the guy
who does that.
Who does that? And he was like, oh, really? This is your violin? I was, yeah. do you want to play on the party? I don't have money to pay you, but like you can come. Like we'll be full. We'll be awesome. I was like, yeah, why not?
That's how opportunities come to
Bro,
you.
I'm having goosebumps because
it takes you back.
Because it showed me for the first time that like I was saying no to myself because one guy told me that it was shitty, and I believed that it was not shitty, but I listened to him and I was like, he's a DJ, maybe he's right. Okay, I just move on. And I played on that party, and bro, after that party, I was having
no coming back.
Like a lot of people came to talk to me. So on that night, I closed 3 clubs more.
Oh wow!
I was making P. And one guy, bro, you have to play on my party. How much do you pay? Okay, let's talk. Let's drink a shot and talk. And then I start like from getting nothing to 50 euros to 100 euros, 150, 700, 2,000. You know,
you up your game slowly and gradually, but you have to.
The story is not finished. 4 years later or 3 years later, I was on my prime. I opened David Guetta.
Oh, wow.
I have the video. You can see it like for 40,000 people on a big party, on a festival.
Was
it was in Porto.
Okay.
It was on a beach. And like in the day, and then the day after that, I went to a beach bar to eat I was on the beach, you know, and I was hungry. I went to the bar and asked for a sandwich. Do you know who was the guy who attended me? The DJ.
The DJ who said you were shitty.
And he told me, bro, you are the man. It was so awesome yesterday. Like, congratulations. And I was like thinking to myself, I cannot say the words here.
This guy.
You know, like I just thought like the words that you know what I'm thinking about. But like, I listened to this guy that told me that it was shitty, and now after 3 or 4 years, he's doing
life comes back to you.
Like, I'm not saying that be an employee on a beach bar is bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we switched positions. Now I was playing with David Guetta and like for 40,000 people, and he was in a beach bar giving sandwiches, and it's not telling that what he's doing is wrong or right. It's not that. It's just that like I didn't follow my dream because of what he told me, and now
and it could have been a very big mistake if that day did not happen where you were at the studio.
If that guy didn't went on my studio,
right? So
like that's why I think it's a very good, interesting story, because maybe if that guy he didn't like went to the studio on that day, maybe I was not doing nothing what I'm doing. So that's when you think about it, it's kind of like, man, it's crazy, you know. Maybe I was like being a regular guy, having a regular work. I don't know,
because that was the start of your life of exploring new things as well, that exposed you to so many things. So tell us about Topics Chat. How did this come up after having so many careers, being excellent in so many of them as well? How did Topics Chat come up?
I think it's the same pattern that you were talking about. The story is simple. So basically, I started doing YouTube. I got success really fast because the pranks and the videos that I was doing were different and went viral. And then someone told me about Twitch. Oh, you should do live streams on Twitch. So I like in 3 or 4 months, I got like, and in Portugal, that's good numbers. If you have 3,000 people watching it live, it's good numbers, you know? So I was on the top 3 in 3 months.
Oh, wow.
So like after starting YouTube in 6 months or whatever, and after that, like going to Twitch and then boom, I was shaking, you know? Not me shaking, but shaking like the, you know, that's...
You were in the scene, top of the scene.
Yeah. And... this that you are seeing today, the studio that we are and our office of Topics, it was very different. It was not so beautiful. So I rent this place, and I thought I just had one room. Now it's everything. I have everything. But
so you slowly and gradually increase the space.
Yeah, I was including having more spaces and then open everything and do a big business, a big office. But I just had a room, and I spent on that time good money. Because I was like, okay, what I did on Twitch, I had like always with consistency. So I had like different series. So at Monday I would talk about business and investments. Tuesday I would have this podcast that I started on Twitch on live. Okay. At Wednesdays I would do other things. So I had different
things for the different
things
days of the week.
For the days, right? And when I rent the studio, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 5 different sets
in the same day.
No, 5 different sets. So every day of the week, Monday to Friday, I shoot on that set.
So let's say if it's business, it's that particular set.
Yeah. So 5 different places with cameras, with everything. And I waste a lot of money on that because when I do something, I want to do it good, professionally, and just go, like
all in. Yeah.
All in. And out of nowhere, Twitch banned me.
Banned you?
Yeah. And I don't know why.
Okay.
Till today.
Oh.
And I was like, man, what is happening? And that out of nowhere, a lot of Instagram posts start like getting cancelled. And
like censorship.
Yeah. But nothing wrong with the posts,
with the content,
with the content. Nothing wrong with the content. It was like people reporting because you are famous and people report. So, and I was like, I didn't get an email telling me why. I just spent like 40K or 50K, and at that time was a lot of money to do that. And now I have the money, like everything here, and I cannot do the streams. So, and that was like the first time that I was like, would be so awesome to do something like these guys banned me out of nowhere and I cannot do nothing. They don't have a support. They don't have nothing. And that's the same pattern.
That's the problem you found out, and that is what you want to solve.
No, that was not the problem. The problem is that they ban people out of nowhere. They don't tell you why sometimes. The apps are very toxic. Right now, X is very toxic. Instagram is very toxic. All the people that are famous, you don't see like a post without 8 comments. It's impossible. And I was like, okay, I cannot do live streams. Everything is so toxic. What if I do my own thing? I'm a creator. I know what we need. And what we need is to not have so much, to be not so dependent on brands. So we need monetization tools. Why not do like a community-based communication app that we can have like a kind of Discord for non-geek people that everyone can use with native monetization tools, and people basically can not just influencers. Don't get me wrong; it's not just for influencers; it's for everyone that has an expertise. So in my head, what I want and what I'm doing with topics is to give the opportunity of people that have expertise. It doesn't matter if it's a guy like you that knows about real estate, that you can have your own community and you can get like subscriptions on your own community that is split into tabs and different topics.
I had the chance to go through the interface. That was very nice.
And then you can put it here so people can see. We can send you some screenshots, and then you can you can have the subscriptions for the memberships to block tabs with bundles as well. I got like 200 DMs per day on Instagram. I was like, I don't have time to answer to all of these DMs, and a lot of people would like to have a DM from myself. So why don't I do like something like, oh, okay, it's called pay for reply. People can DM me for the amount it's comfortable for them. For example, 20 euros, and then it will pop up. The higher the amount of money is, the higher it will be prioritized. Right. So I can give the answers that people want, and I can get the money and then the people are happy as well because they want to do a question.
And your time is also valued.
Yeah, that's it. Like because it's impossible for people, and not I'm telling my side, but it can be like a carpenter. Like I like wood. Sometimes I fell asleep seeing like woodwork. I would like to know, like, how do you do this? I wouldn't mind to send a 10 euro or 20 euros. Like, man, what do you advise me to do? I want to do some woodwork, like on the weekend. I want to try this. And you just tell me what to do, you know, and it's direct from someone that I respect the job.
Right.
Like we have wellness communities, we have doctors communities, we have like 3D impression communities, we have like coffee communities, we have like literally everything, yoga, Pilates, we have influencers. So everyone can make money there through pay DMs, subscriptions, pay-per-view content. For example, imagine that you are a makeup tutorial, makeup influencer or a makeup expert, and you can do like a community. You can just, it can be free, but you can just put a pay-per-view content of a video of 5 minutes saying makeup summer tutorial 2026, and you charge €1. Okay, and if you have 10,000 people paying €1, it's 10K for one video.
Right. You see a lot of experts doing that, and also a lot of coaches doing that, but they create their own landing page, and then you have to run some ads on the on Facebook or Instagram to get to them to the landing page, and then you monetize them. But you're making it easier for them.
That's the problem of the other competitors that we have, because they don't have a community. Because the other competitors, they don't have a community. We have community. You can open your community. You can sell your expertise, but at the same time, you can on your community you can have a chat for all the people that are in the community, or just for the members who paid for the membership, and people can be talking to each other, and you can go there and talk. So it's crazy. For example, we have Antonio Felix da Costa, that is an investor, the formerly world champion, and he has his community on topics, and it's like yesterday was a guy just told like, it was 4 on AM, and he was coming back from Berlin, of the GP of Berlin. And I had someone talking on his community like, Tiago, this is so crazy. I'm talking to Antonio Felix da Costa. I never thought it would be possible, you know? Like,
that's so cool.
And that's it. Like, we need to be we need to do more things in ERL. We need to be more reunited in real life.
Right.
And what happens on other social medias is that there's a lot of toxicity, and it's easy to understand why, because I have my values, I have my way of my vision of life, my vision of the political vision, so everyone has their own.
Right.
And when you mix 1 billion people in one place, it's an atomic bomb, right? So what we do on topics is that we have those communities that you can go to a 3D impression community, and you have like people there talking and helping each other with impressions and the printings that they are doing. Or you can go to a football community to talk about the games of that weekend. And you can join like a barista, a coffee.
So it's not everything all at once. So it's not very confusing, but
you choose, like, we won't have an algorithm on the feed to tell you what you to give you things to see. No, you see what you follow. Right. Like if you got like real estate, if you like entrepreneurship, if you like golf, you can follow those communities, and you will see just what you want.
Content from that.
Content from what you like, not what Instagram wants to give you.
Right.
And to spend there like 4 hours per day. You know.
So let's take for an example.
And just one thing that is important. That's that's our art, are the communities. But then we have the topic rooms that anyone can create a live room. Okay. And they can speak instantly with anyone about the topics that they want.
Wish to. Okay.
I can give you an example. For example, on the beginning, a guy did a live room saying, like, the title was "We cannot get pregnant."
Who cannot get pregnant?
Him and his wife.
Okay.
And he was like talking with strangers because he couldn't. He didn't want to talk with a wife.
Yeah.
Because it was more than 5 years trying, and he didn't want to talk with her to not put more pressure on her.
Right.
So he did the room. Like a lot of people gave him love and advice, and was awesome. And he invited me, like, if we have a child, we will be the godfather of the kid. And then after 3 months, on the 26th of December, you can see here.
Wow.
I'm gonna show you here. It just showed me. It just changed the title to "We Got Pregnant."
Oh, that's so sweet.
And
that is the impact if you can create. That is more than money.
I cried.
That is more than money. That is more than anything you want in the world.
Yeah, yeah. You can check here.
Oh,
I'm gonna show it to the camera.
So cute.
That this is like the pregnancy test, and then they sent me. He sent us like the echo as well. You know, so and a lot of things happen. For example, those live rooms that we talked about, that I talked about. That was a big storm here in Portugal, the Katrina depression.
Okay. Yes, yes.
It was awful.
Yeah.
We through these topic rooms, these live rooms, we got like 20,000 tiles for the homes of Marinha Grande.
So that's how you could help the community as well.
And we are going to have on the 10th of October, we will have more than 500 psychologists, and we will help more than 15,000 people for free doing live topic rooms of burnout, depression, anxiety, etc. So I have this foundation as well that I want to help people the max.
Give
what
back
I
to
can.
the society.
Yeah. It's like because it's possible to do business. If you can help,
you should.
You should. You know.
Certainly. So tell me more about the seed round. What are your plans for the future of the app? How many downloads you already have on the app, and statistics like that?
Okay, I cannot tell you the statistics. They are not public. What I can tell you is that we were in closed beta.
Okay.
For like maybe 4 months and a half.
Okay.
And now we are in open beta. It's possible to get in. We didn't announce it like in Portugal.
Okay.
Because we are still running the beta.
Okay.
So on the time that I don't know when you are releasing this episode, but in the next days we will have the top subscriptions on. So we are implementing it today on staging. So we will have the subscriptions, and then after that the pay for reply, etc., etc.
You'd be in the launch phase.
No, the official launch phase will be in the end of the year, and it will be in a big country.
Okay.
That I cannot tell you right now, but it's going to be in a big country, in a big event, and with big personalities as well, and famous personalities as well.
Okay.
But it's just on the end of the year, because when we talk about tech, there's a lot of tests, there's a lot of things.
Correct.
I want to. I don't. It's like I don't want to have like a lot of people coming without having the perfect app. And there's no perfect app.
Yeah,
all the
that's
bugs,
what I was gonna say. Almost there. Like you're at least you're satisfied with the UI UX, the way things are moving.
Yeah,
the bug fixes.
Bug fixes, etc. So that's it. We need time. We need time. So we have to. I always say that we have to be. Let me try to translate it.
Maybe you can say that in
fast, but with no worries. But without hurrying it. Fast without hurrying it.
Right. Without the pressure, so that you can.
No, it's like it's almost the same. It's like it's maybe contradictory. It's like we have to do things fast, but try not to hurry up. Like it's contradictory. But do you understand?
I get where you're coming
from. So it has to have both.
Right.
So because we have to be fast on startups,
you have to have speed.
We have to have speed, but at the same time, we have to do things in a way that I want to sleep at night.
Corners.
I want to sleep at night. I don't want to be worried. So everything, we have phases. Right now, we are in the phase of product. We are doing our base, step by step. More people coming every day, and then when it's zero marketed. Like I spent zero on marketing.
Oh, really? Right now?
Right now, I'm not gonna spend a lot of money, because I normally say that I like to do omelets without eggs, and that's how I like to do it. Think a little bit out of the box, and how can I do it? How can I do marketing without paying the amount of marketing money that people are used to do it? So
because it's getting very expensive, everything is getting very expensive because the competition is such.
Yeah, and nowadays all the apps they get famous because of Gen Z, and so if we are talking about Gen Z, that are the bigger consumers of apps, right? what we have to think is that nowadays, not just for Gen Z, but for everyone, like people don't want to buy a product or to buy something. They want to be a part.
Right.
That's why the communities are this,
Right.
So you have to create a narrative and something they want. It has to be cool to use topics.
Right.
And it's like, man, I didn't talk about the chat, right? But I showed you a couple of minutes ago. Like our chat is an WhatsApp on steroids with Notion and Trello, etc. Like you can do plenty more things on WhatsApp. It's much more organized. Like it's going to be for like one of the things that for sure we're going to do is like WhatsApp is for boomers. Cool kids use topics. Like cool people use topics because it's more organized, it's more dynamic, it has different features and better features, and we have to get that narrative to the people and put in their mind that like topics, it's fresh, the others are old.
Right. And another pattern that I've seen when it comes to communities is that everything is community now. Even when I talk about wellness, like we do a lot of wellness retreats back in India.
It's community.
Yeah, that's all community because you get like-minded people attending those retreats, and people want to do all the activities like yoga, pranayam, meditation, all that. But they also want to do it with the people that have a similar mindset and are driven for the same reasons. So I understand where you're coming.
And that like the same things.
Yes, exactly.
That's why topics is important because, as I told you, like the other social medias, it's like everyone in the same place. Here, we are separating people through topics of interest. So, like the percentage of having someone that like each other on topics will be much higher,
right?
Because you have the
things
same
in
common.
Right? You can talk about more things.
You can. Like a guy can be or a girl can be in a community and meet like the love of her life or of his life because someone that he just and it's not a date app, but you know what I mean, or just
but
know a good
lead
friend
to
for
that.
life because he likes that.
Right.
And if you think a little bit about it and if you go deeper, like how old are you?
28.
28. So in my life, I start noticing that like the older I get, like even friends that I have for a long time, that sometimes I don't relate no more because all they do, they want just to talk about football. And I was like, man, yeah, okay, I like to talk football in a while, but it's like,
but that's not
if
your
I
whole
want to
life.
have dinner, I prefer to talk about business, about ideas, about projects, and not focusing just on football.
Right.
And there are people that they really like football. They don't have nothing more to talk about. And that's okay. I'm not telling that they are like less than me. I just prefer other conversations.
Right.
And it happened to me like, okay, like I prefer maybe to have a dinner with someone that I don't know for so long because the conversation will be better.
But you don't have anything in common, yeah.
Then to have a dinner with a guy that is a friend of me for a long time. And I don't feel the same way to be with him because the conversations are not good. Right. And when the conversations are not good, when you don't have topics of interest in the middle of your relationships, the relationship starts to die. Right. Because you have to be with people that you are excited on what you are talking about.
Right. And that goes on for friendships and for romantic relationships.
For everything. For any relationship.
In fact, right now, since I've been traveling around Europe, I've noticed that even travel has become very community driven. Right? So if I am traveling to a new city or a new country, the best way for me to enjoy that city will be with, let's say, locals and people who have similar interests. Let's say if I like seafood, then people who might have a community of exploring new destinations for having seafood, and that would be a good point of me to explore these cafes, explore these restaurants as well.
Yeah, and like on topics, people can monetize it, but there are plenty of communities that they won't monetize.
Right.
They are just communities.
Right.
Like we give the opportunity and the tools. So if you have an expertise on something, you can monetize. You don't need to be like just depending on brands. But at the same time, we have communities of a lot of things that people won't monetize. We have, for example, a community that was built 3 days ago on an open beta with more than 1,000 people, software engineers, you know. And out of nowhere, you have 130 software engineers there. Like, I didn't announce it, nothing, and just people start getting in, you know. And then they are talking about what they like, and that's I think that makes the difference, you know, like if we start relating more with the things that we are loved into.
By the track record you have, I think Topics Chat is going to be yet another success in your life.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you all the luck for it. And I'm looking forward to its launch so that I can also use it. I think
You can use it right now.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can.
It's open. It's an open beta.
I can go to Apple
App Store
App Store
or
and-
Google Play, and you can download it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's for the audiences to download
Yeah,
and check it
they
out.
can try if they want. Yeah.
Right.
Regarding the fundraising, so I bootstrapped the whole thing. I had a couple of investors, and now we are doing the seed round. I'm going to San Francisco, as I told you, and we are going to close the round. I hope like in 3-4 months max, and yeah, that's the idea. And then go do the official launch. Not just being a beta, and do the official launch like in the end of the year or beginning or like December or January or of the next year. But that's it. Like we have interest VCs, we have interest angels, and the VCs are like right now they are waiting for the revenue. You know, like they want to see the revenue because they like the vision, they like the project,
Right.
They
want to see how you monetize your platform.
They want to see like that's so close to monetize, like a couple of days to monetize. Let me just wait and see. And they know that like if the first MRR is really big, they can get a bigger valuation, but they prefer like to not risk it and maybe pay a little bit more for something that it's proved. It's not just from the mouth.
And they also have a set of investors that they have to reply to, and like, you know, if they have a fund, they have certain guidelines of the funds. So so maybe that is the stage at which that they would be more comfortable in for the fund they have.
I understand. If I was in the other seat, I was like, okay, so close to monetize. Let's see.
But at the same time, if they take that leap of faith before, they would get a valuation which is better than post monetization.
But if you really check right now with the AI, SaaS, etc., it's really difficult to have VCs, proper, really old school VCs. VCs is venture capital, is risk capital, right? And they are not doing the risks anymore. They want you to give revenues and MRRs and ARRs. They are not risking so much like on ideas or, you know, they want revenue. And that's not risk capital. That's investment, just investment, you know.
Right. So you're saying the market has gotten a little more risk averse?
Yes. Because of the AI SaaS. I'm sure about it. I'm not sure. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's what you think.
If it's true or not, I don't know, but that's what I feel. But yeah, that's it. Like we are in a good position now, and we are every day the app gets better. The team is awesome. We have a very good team, a very good structure, and we are preparing everything.
Okay. So thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And for everyone watching, do check out Topics Chat, and all the luck in the world for you, and welcome to face-to-face conversations that matter.
Thank you, and thank you very much for the invite, and see you guys in India maybe one day, right?
Certainly. The next podcast should be in my studio in Bombay.
Okay, yeah, we have to. I never went to India, so
all the more reason for you to know. I'll host you when you come to India.
Okay, sure. Perfect. Right. We exchange contacts, and we will do it.
Certainly.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.